we need to talk about something that might ruffle a few designer feathers. Not all the luxury handbags you see on social media are the real deal. In 2025, buying a good dupe isn't just a budget move. It's a smart, style-savvy decision. With so many high-quality alternatives out there, the line between luxury and lookalike is blurrier than ever. And today, we're going to explore why buying a dupe can actually be the smarter choice than splurging on a luxury handbag. And later on, we'll answer the age-long question of, are designer bags really worth the price, or is it just the name you're paying for? Dupes aren't cheap, they're clever. Let's clear one thing up right now. We're not talking about fake bags that illegally copy logos. We're talking about dupes, bags that are inspired by designer styles but don't claim to be the real thing. These are lookalikes that capture the same silhouette, vibe, or structure of a high-end bag, but without slapping on a counterfeit logo. They're legal, ethical, and in many cases, impressively well made. Now, why would someone choose a dupe over the real deal? Easy answer, it's all about the price tag. That's the obvious one. A Chanel classic flap now goes for over $10,000s in boutiques. But you can find a high-quality dupe with similar quilting, chain strap, and flap structure for under $150. That's a massive difference. And unless someone is literally inspecting your bag under a microscope, they're not going to know the difference from across the room. What's more, modern dupes aren't just knockoffs from shady websites. Many are created by reputable contemporary brands that focus on quality, style, and practicality. They know what shoppers want, the feeling of owning something beautiful without the pressure that often comes with a huge price tag. Today's dupes reflect thoughtful design, attention to detail, and surprising longevity. Some even use ethically sourced materials like vegan leather, microfiber suede, or water-resistant PU, which makes them not only stylish, but sustainable. And with more brands using real hardware instead of plastic or aluminum coatings, the tactile feel of these bags now rivals many entry-level luxury items. Real reasons. Smart women are buying dupes. Buying dupes is more than just saving money. It's about smart lifestyle choices. Some women want to test out a trend before fully committing to it. Let's say you're drawn to the slouchy vibe of the Bottega Veneta Jodi, but you're not sure if it suits your style long-term. Instead of dropping over $2,900 on it, you try out a $60 dupe from JWPEI or even Amazon. You live with it for a few weeks, see how it works with your wardrobe, how often you reach for it. If you love it, maybe one day you save up for the real thing. But if not, you didn't waste thousands of dollars. That's strategic. There's also the low maintenance factor. Luxury bags can feel like babies. You're afraid of rain, scratches, bumps, color transfer. Basically anything that happens in real life. But when you're carrying a dupe, you can actually use your bag without the anxiety. You throw it in your car, place it on the floor, take it to brunch, without panic every 5 minutes. That freedom? It's priceless. And here's something not enough people talk about: safety. Carrying an obvious luxury bag in public, especially while traveling or commuting, can make you a target. A Celine box bag may scream sophistication to fashion lovers, but it can also scream, "Steal me," to pickpockets. A dupe gives you the same look without the added risk. Finally, not everyone wants to treat their bag like a sacred object. Many of us just want something cute, functional, and versatile. We want to switch between casual and formal looks without worrying about resale value or wardrobe insurance. A dupe lets you carry fashion, not fear. With that in mind, let's discuss some of the famous designer bags and their not-so-famous dupes. The Chanel classic flap versus the lookalike. Let's talk specifics. The Chanel classic flap is one of the most recognizable bags in fashion history. With its double C logo, diamond quilting, and leather-woven chain strap, it's iconic but also incredibly expensive. The price has gone up every year. And right now, you're looking at around $10,800 for the medium size. That's more than rent for many people. The Chanel Classic flap is made of lambskin or caviar leather, with a structured shape and double flap interior. The inner compartments are lined with burgundy leather and include a zippered pocket and lipstick holder. Details Coco Chanel herself wanted in a bag. However, its delicate leather scratches easily, and the flap mechanism can wear over time. Enter the Tory Burch Kira chevron bag. It has that same luxurious quilting, the flap style, and a gold chain strap, but it costs around $600. The leather is supple, the stitching clean, and the interior organized. Plus, it comes in seasonal colors that add fresh appeal. If you're craving the aesthetic without the pressure, this is a strong contender. If you want an even more affordable alternative, the JWPI Kali saddlebag or the Daily Edited's chain bag give you a similar aesthetic for under $150. These aren't fake Chanels. They're beautifully made pieces that nod to the Chanel vibe without pretending to be something they're not. Some dupes even feature microfiber suede linings and hardware finishes that match the tone of vintage Chanel bags. With reinforced seams, magnetic flap closures, and structured silhouettes, they don't just look the part, they perform. The Bottega Veneta Jodi versus the JW PEI Joy. The Bottega Veneta Mini Jodi has become one of the most photographed bags in fashion media. Its knotted handle and slouchy woven leather are everywhere. But the mini version retails for around $2,900. And let's be honest, that's a lot for a tiny bag that barely holds your phone. The craftsmanship on the real Jodi is remarkable. It uses Bottega's signature intrecciato weaving and is made from calfskin or lambskin. The softness is luxurious, but it's delicate. Many owners report that the knot handle flattens over time and the zip entry is tight. Now look at the JWPEI Joy bag. It captures the same essence: the knot, the slouch, the soft vegan leather, and it's under $100. The materials feel luxurious, the shape is nearly identical, and it even comes in on trend colors like neon green and butter yellow. When you compare the two side by side, it's genuinely hard to justify the extra $2,800 unless you're collecting for investment or bragging rights. The JWPEI version has a larger opening, functional interior pocket, and lightweight body that makes it perfect for daily errands. The textured vegan leather is also less prone to scratching and rain damage. The Dior book tote versus the mango embroidered tote. Here's a fun one. The Dior book tote is oversized, embroidered, and full of attitude. It's the perfect airport bag, beach carry-all, or even a work tote. But that embroidery comes with a $3,600 price tag. The Dior book tote is crafted in Italy with more than 37 hours of embroidery work and canvas that holds its shape well. But that same rigid structure makes it difficult to carry heavier items comfortably, and the open top leaves your belongings exposed. Now look at the mango embroidered tote, or the Etsy custom totes that give the same vibe. Blocky embroidery, structure, and aesthetic at under $100. Yes, it may not say Christian Dior, but do you need your bag to scream a name to feel stylish? Or is it enough that it looks gorgeous, works perfectly, and didn't drain your savings? In fact, some Etsy sellers allow you to customize the embroidery with your own initials or phrases, giving the bag a personal touch you can't get from Dior. Some even offer upgraded versions with zippered tops and protective feet, details the original lacks. The Loway puzzle bag versus the Charles and Keith top handle. The Loway puzzle bag is a marvel of design, geometric panels, origami folds, and buttery leather. But at over $3,200, it's a steep investment for a creative silhouette you may not carry daily. Made from supple calfskin and assembled from 75 leather pieces, the real Loway is intricate, but heavy. It can also lose shape with daily use, and its soft corners are vulnerable to wear. The Charles & Keith top handle bag mimics that architectural vibe with its clean lines and subtle structure, and it's around $80. The shape gives off the same avant-garde mood without the low price tag. And for those who love the idea of an artsy bag but aren't sure they'll love the daily wear, this is the perfect test run. The faux leather used is matte, smooth to the touch, and scratch-resistant. The interior features multiple compartments and magnetic closures that give it that luxe click you expect from higher-end bags. Plus, it stands upright on its own, unlike the real Loway, which can flop when not packed. Before we proceed to the next bag and its replica, let's discuss first if designer bags are really worth it just for the name. Here's the thing, designer bags can be great investments. If you're collecting Hermès or Chanel with plans to resell, sure. But the average consumer isn't buying for resale value. They're buying for looks, function, and a little status glow. If that's what you're after, a great dupe gets you 90% of the luxury experience without 100% of the cost. You can buy 5 beautiful dupes for the price of one designer bag and rotate them, experiment with different styles, and match your outfits like a true fashion chameleon. Plus, trends change fast. What's hot this year might look dated in 2. Do you really want to spend $3,000 on a crescent-shaped shoulder bag only to watch it fall out of favor next season? That's where dupes shine. They give you the flexibility to try, explore, and evolve your style. And if we're honest, some designer bags simply aren't as practical as they claim. They can be heavy, overly delicate, or lack interior organization. In contrast, many dupes offer better internal pockets, lighter weights, and more thoughtful everyday usability. The Prada Ray Edition, 2005 versus Peter and Jane's Luxe Set. Prada's nylon mini bag with the removable pouch is a Y2K dream, but for $1,950, that's steep for something made of nylon. Peter and Jane's Luxe Crossbody offers the same sporty, girly vibe, complete with the coin pouch and thick adjustable strap. The material is nearly identical in texture and weight. You get that early 2000s aesthetic for under $80, and unless someone's peeking at the logo, they'll never know. Where to shop for good dupes? If you're ready to shop smarter, you'll find no shortage of great sources. Start with JWPEI, known for sustainability, sleek packaging, and impressive craftsmanship for under $100. Their vegan leather is thick, water-resistant, and comes in fashion-forward shapes like crescents and pouches. Then there's Charles & Keith, which is absolutely killing it lately. Their designs mimic runway bags from brands like Loway and Celine, with attention to detail. Folded seams, hardware in brushed gold or matte silver, and compartments that actually work for daily life. Mango and Zara are seasonal champions. Their collections are designed to echo the trends you see in Paris and Milan Fashion Week, like structured shoulder bags, oversized totes, and micro minis. You have to act fast, though, because the best designs sell out quickly. Etsy is a goldmine if you want something personal. Many creators hand-make bags using genuine leather or sturdy vegan materials, and they offer embroidery, monograms, and made-to-order sizes. And yes, Amazon. With the right search terms and review checking, you can find dupes that mimic Prada, Saint Laurent, or Fendi silhouettes. Look for high-star ratings, video reviews, and photos to ensure you're getting something worth your money. So, the next time you're tempted by a $3,000 handbag, ask yourself, is it the name I want or the look? Because if it's the look and the function, then you can probably find it for a fraction of the price. Buying a dupe doesn't make you less fashionable. Instead, it makes you financially smart, stylistically flexible, and confidently creative. Which one do you prefer? The designer or its dupe? Let me know in the comments, and if you loved this video, make sure to check this one out next.